What year?
My grandfather said that his mother was a first generation, like, American.
Well, hold on real quick. Let me answer this question. Listen, technically, everybody came from an African woman, technically. Okay? But that don't mean we're all African. Okay? White people came from an African woman. They got at least 1% of African in them. You understand? Thank you. Shout out to you, brother. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody comes from Africa, but we're not all African. Or if we want to call it by its real name, Akabulan, right? So think about it. Think about the tribes and the slaves that came over 400 years ago. Those tribes don't even exist anymore. Nigeria wasn't a country back then. Ghana wasn't a country back then.
Okay.
What year? All right. Let's get this party started right now. All right. Welcome to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host, Too Much, and y'all see who's with me, my co-host, certified in a lot of things, but that's not important, Mr. Walt D. And we got a banger for you guys. Who's black and who's not black? Let me explain the premise. I am a foundational Black American. Born in America. My lineage probably goes back 400 years into this country. As long as this country existed, my roots go back. My original ancestors came over here. Some were enslaved through the transatlantic slave trade. Some of my relatives were indigenous. They were already here. And they got scooped up into mixed in with the African slaves at the time. So understand this. I am a foundational Black American man, but I recognize I have African ancestry, right? But my people had an ethnogenesis, right? I'm not African. I don't have an African mindset. I have a Black mindset. I don't have an African consciousness. I have a Black consciousness. So I am Black. I'm a foundational Black American. Who's Black and who's not Black? Well, let me explain it like this. If you're Irish, you're Irish, right? You're Caucasian, right? But they're not Black. Nobody's gonna go against that, right? If you're Irish, you're not Black, right? If you're Italian, you're not Black, right? If you're European, you're not Black, right? So that's understandable. That's the easy concept for you to understand, right? So here, let me get a little bit more complex now. If you're Jamaican, you're Jamaican. If you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian. If you're Dominican, you're Dominican. If you're Haitian, you're Haitian. If you're Cuban, you're Cuban. If you're Sudanese, you're Sudanese. If you're from Sudan, you're Sudanese. If you're East African, you're East African. But that doesn't make you Black. And I can't claim I'm East African. And I can't claim I'm Jamaican. And I can't claim I am Haitian. But I can claim I am Black. I am a foundational Black American. Who's Black and who is not Black? That's what we're talking about today. I'm Black. But just because you come over here with the same skin color as me doesn't make you the same as me. Immigrant black or immigrant melanated does not make you a black or a black American. We have probably one of the most influential and most unique histories of any of the other melanated family. Who can say they went through what Black Americans went through and rose to the same heights that we have rose to? We have in this country right now 2.5 millionaires that are Black. 63% of Black men are in the middle class or rich. We have the